you booked the plaintiff's home. What were you going to use the home for?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was both of our birthdays that weekend.
Oh, you have the same, you both have birthdays that weekend?
Yeah, about 4 days apart.
Okay.
And our goal was to just have some sort of intimate dinner party,
Right.
with both of us cooking with some of our close friends and family who had flown in from different states and cities to help celebrate with us. Just intimate, around 10 people or so, nothing more, nothing less. And
it's a nice home. You wanted to have like a nice location for the place.
But with no intention of having all of those guests sleep over, stay for a long period of time. It was around 2 hours, I think 3 hours max. We had planned to have everybody there. Then we'd depart to another location, continue our actual celebrations, then return home with us two, and then a couple other guests that we had communicated with her would be staying and sleeping overnight.
Was any of that information communicated to you?
No, it was not, Your Honor.
None of it?
None of that.
Okay. Do you have any evidence of those communications?
I do not have it with me, unfortunately.
How do you claim to have communicated that information?
I want to say it was through email or the booking site. I'm not remembering correctly, but I do remember communicating that we were going to have an extra 2 or 3 people sleeping over, and that we were going to be having via phone when we talked on the phone when we booked that day, that we were going to have an intimate dinner party, but no party, rager.
Okay. And you say none of that?
That is correct, Your Honor.
They just booked the place and that was it?
The minute somebody says we're going to have a small gathering, I'm like, no, that's
I get that impression. Okay. All right. So the day of the reservation arrives, you show up. What happens from your perspective? They come into the home. When did you first feel like something was wrong?
It was about between 9 and 10 o'clock, Your Honor, in the evening.
What happened?
I started getting notifications from my Ring app.
At that point, did you have any idea whether this was a big party, quiet party? You just knew people were coming and going?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So you reached out to them?
Yes.
All right. So you're having your intimate small party. What happens? You get a phone call?
Intimate dinner, yes. We get a couple phone calls. I didn't hear my phone at first just because I was downstairs trying to finish up the meal for everyone to go ahead and eat. We got on a phone call, and I'm not remembering correctly just because it was so long ago, but I remember her asking us to leave immediately, and I was telling her that we're not having a huge party. I was reiterating the fact that it is just a dinner that, again, we'd cook. Just want to stress that again, not a rager or anything like that. Just wrapping up the meal, get everyone full, and heading to the next place.
Okay. You hear the explanation? Does she kind of explain this to you? Oh, we're just having a small party? Do you remember?
She did.
Okay.
She communicated that through the app.
And you said get out, leave.
And I said the rules could not have been clearer.
Right. Okay.
You are having your violation of the rules.
Right.
You need to leave, please.
All right. So at some point you decide you're going to go to the home. Is that correct?
Yes.
About what time is that?
This was when it was obvious that they were not going to be leaving. I believe I drove to the property around midnight.
Okay, so late at night.
Late at night.
And you claim by at that point neighbors had even contacted you.
Yes.
So this was
that was what prompted me to drive.
Actually go there as opposed to just let it go. Okay. So you claim, and we have some video, so we'll see it in a minute, but you claim you walked into a rager. Tell me what you remember seeing.
I remember basically walking in and seeing the property surrounded by a multitude of vehicles that were even blocking some of the streets.
Okay.
And seeing, okay, something big is happening. It was very clear. So I walked in to the front door.
Loud
I
music.
knocked.
Yeah. Okay. Could you hear the music from outside the home?
Yes.
Okay. You could hear it.
The
just from
voices,
street.
the music.
Okay. Reading the complaint and answer in this case was really interesting because you claim she barges in and sees 10 people sitting politely and quietly having dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
We weren't sitting per se, maybe like standing around the
Sure.
table. Yeah.
But she basically walked in on this very quiet, timid dinner party. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's not further delay. Let's see the video that you took when you showed up.
Okay.
All right, guys. I am going to say it in the nicest way. You are trespassing. Please leave.
Come on, can we step outside?
No, we're not stepping outside. I need for you guys to leave right now. It doesn't matter. There's no events. This is an event. So, it doesn't matter. Listen, I don't care who you spoke with. They have no right to this property. And I'm not going to get into argument. Are you guys leaving now, or do the cops need to come?
I guess the truth lies somewhere in the middle, doesn't it?